One small advice that has literally helped me to fight all the challenges, all the sufferings, or whatever has been going on into my life is to have a small belief, no matter how small it is, no matter how painful the situation is, no matter what you are going through, still to have a very, very small belief, even if sometimes you do not even want to believe, is that to always remember, always, that there is somebody out there, or there is some supernatural power, or some force who is behind you. Whatever you are doing in your daily lives, starting right from waking up to going back bed to sleep, and no matter how many small things you do during that full day, but there is somebody who is holding your hand throughout all the things that you are doing in life. I'll tell you a very small story. One day, a person who was a very firm believer in God, very firm believer in God, had to cross a desert. And deserts are called very hot. The barefoot person who would have to go through that path would one time just be scared out of shit and would not even like to think upon going barefoot on that road. So he was a firm believer of God, and he just got a punishment, or maybe got a duty, or had a past karma to go through that desert barefoot on a very sunny day, scorching heat when the sun was shining very brightly and the things were like that. And he just prayed to God that, God, I am going to do my karma, or I am going to do my effort. But would you please be there? Would you please be there to help me out of this? To help me do this task? Would you please bless me with strength? Would you please promise to be there with me with all the things that are happening around the world? Just would you spare a single minute of yours? I know you have a lot of things going on in your head. You're managing the nature, you're managing people, you're managing everybody. But please, dear Lord, will you be there with me to help me fulfill this task? With every single step that he was going, he saw his footprints forming on that sand. And with every passing minute, he was getting more furious and irritated that why is God not there with him? Why, even after his pleading away, his begging to Lord that would you please be there with me through all of this, why is God still not there? Just like that person, we all go through such situations when we pray to God, when we beg Him that God, please be there with us. Please just for one last time, or for the first time ever, help me to get past this situation. And at the end, we get the task done, but we question God directly. That in spite of my begging, in spite of you creating me, in spite of you being inside me, why were you not there with me? So that person, after completing the task, asked God that I asked you to be there with me, and you promised also coming into my dream that you will be there with me, but where were you? When I was crossing that path, where were you? Couldn't you spare a minute of time from your busy schedule, in spite of managing all the things, to be with me, to be with one of your forms and help me fulfill that karma? To which God smiled and replied, dear child, those footprints that you saw on that sand were not yours, were mine. Check onto your feet. Are you having any blisters, or have you really got any burn mark, or did you even for a minute felt like you are alone deep inside your heart? No, because I was carrying you throughout that journey. Same is the case with us. The human form to us have not been a blessing only. It is a blessing in disguise. It is one of the most beautiful form that we could ever have. And it doesn't come like that. Our only aim here is to attain salvation, to go back to Him, not to be stuck into this circle of materialism, of Maya, of illusions. So, when we just, in spite of doing our karmas, in spite of having whatever destiny we are planted here for, in spite of our past life regrets or in spite of our past life circles, when we just keep in mind that God is there with us and we can take God's help for everything, no matter how big of a circle you have to go past, or no matter how big of a karma you have to get past through, believe me, He will carry you. And no matter how many sins you do, He will still accept you. So awaken your soul, awaken to the light that you have been sent here for. Look back to the things that you have faced. Was that really you? Or was it God carrying you with grace and divinity and with that spiritual power that the soul resides in you? Thank you for watching this video. And please believe that God is there in spite of all the struggles or all the pains that you are currently going through. He will carry your heart of gold because more than anybody in the world, you belong to Him. Your soul is His. You are His.